Hi everyone, my name's Lily and I am the book reviewer behind Utopia State of Mind. Today I'm gonna do a different video than normal. If you saw, and I'll try to link down below, the other test videos that I've done where I basically test to see if I can remember a book title or even a book author that I've read in the past year. I think I did it for 2020, maybe 2021, maybe 2022. But today I'm going to do it for 2023. I am not optimistic about this. I cannot actually think of a single book that I read last year, and I'm an extremely sore loser. So I don't know how this is going to go. But anyway, if you haven't seen the video, I'm going to be read a synopsis, which is hopefully a little bit shorter than the Goodreads synopsises. And then I'm going to have to guess what the book is. So I think there are 10, and we'll just get started.
A country music sensation finds comfort in his music and a close-knit book club after a breakup. Meanwhile, an immigration lawyer grappling with family expectations seeks to use her family's wealth for good. When offered a chance to help others, she recruits the musician to promote their whiskey brand with 3 dates as part of the deal. With support from their friends, they confront their pasts to embrace a shared future.
Okay, so I know that it's from the Romance Book Club series. And I think it was the last one or like one of the most recent ones. I think the last one. I have no idea what the title is, but the I don't even know what the author is actually for the entire series. So I'm just gonna say that it's, I don't know. They have all bro or some sort of permutation of bro in the title. So I don't know if it's Once Upon a Bromance. That is a bromance book club title, but I don't think it's this. I don't know. I'm gonna give up, but I definitely know that it's one of the bromance book club books.
A Very Merry Bromance by Lyssa Kay Adams.
Yeah, see, and I guess to me the problem is that that sounds so Christmassy, but from the synopsis, nothing reads Christmas in that, except maybe there is like a Christmas scene somewhere in it. But anyway, I'll leave also all the links to the reviews in the description box as well, so that you can read more coherent thoughts than what I am delivering today. But in general, I really do like the Bromance Book Club series, but it's been overwritten now by the Bergman Brothers series in my mind.
A 20-year-old was set for a quiet life among books before her mother, the commanding general, thrust her into a world of elite dragon riders. But her fragile physique poses a deadly challenge as dragons only bond with the strongest humans.
Oh, I know what this is. This is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. And that's all I'm going to say about this book and this author on this channel, probably ever. Number 3.
In a secluded corner of Tokyo, there exists a cafe with a rich history of serving expertly crafted coffee.
This is before the coffee gets cold. I don't know who it's by.
Tojikazu Kawaguchi.
Yeah. I feel like Magical Coffee Cafe is always going to give me before the coffee gets cold. And it's easy because I haven't read the second and third book in the series. So I know that it's before the coffee gets cold and not like before the memory fades or whatever the book 2 and 3 titles are.
In a tale of deception and ambition, a young woman rises from poverty to captivate a prince's heart. Trained alongside her stepsisters in cunning and manipulation, she seeks power and wealth through illicit means. But as her magic wanes, war looms, and an unexpected prince complicates her plans. She faces the risk of losing everything she's built.
Is it mean if I say that this sounds like 5 million other books that I've read? Okay, what I'm picking up in the synopsis that I should think about, or that I'm going to use as a clue, is that she's a princess, and she has a stepsister, and there's going to be 2 princes. And it sounds... So, I guess what happened is that when you first started reading that, or when I first started hearing that, I immediately thought it was going to be A Dragon Bird in the Fern, but it's not, because I read that book way longer ago than 2023. And so then every time you kept reading, I was like, don't think about Dragonbird and the Fern. Do not think about this book. But it's not that one. But it's one that sounds very similar to at least 3 other books that I have read in my life, besides that one, which is about more, to me, Dragonbird and the Fern is more about leaving home and being faced with not knowing the language and assimilating into a culture, especially also with kind of the marriage prospects. But this one, I'm going to give up on. I have not a clue, honestly.
Thief, Liar, Lady by D.L. Soria.
Oh, you know what? It's because Thief, Liar, Lady to me is a Cinderella retelling, which is indeed the retelling for Thief, Liar, Lady. But you can tell how in the synopsis, none of that is necessarily reading as Cinderella. And it's because Thief, Liar, Lady takes place after the Cinderella thing has happened, I'm pretty sure. That's really embarrassing considering that I'm pretty sure one of those was on my top favorite reads of 2023. So great for me.
Following a life-altering event, a woman devises a strategy to protect her heart, stay occupied, strive diligently, seek out a worthy partner, and cling to aspirations, no matter how fanciful. However, when she discovers a charming stranger in her late aunt's home, everything shifts.
Oh, this, I feel like this is wrapped up with a bow. Wait, I just finished the rest.
He hails from years prior, while she resides in his future. Torn between love and caution, she ponders the eternal question of when love is timely.
Oh, it's not wrapped up with a bow. Wrapped up with a bow has a very similar meet cute in the fact that she goes into a house that she's supposed to like house sit for and finds this person. This sounds to me like The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, just because it's like a time pocket basically, and that's where we're getting the whole different thing. That definitely made it into one of my top reads of 2023, even though as I've been ruminating on it since then, the believability of a time slip between two characters where I think they're 7 years apart, it takes a lot of suspension of disbelief jumps, is all I'm saying. So as I remember reading it and really loving the time pocket, the time slip, the romance, and then also then when I was coming up with my favorite romance reads, I was like, well, I don't know though how believable this is.
2 promising authors find 2 disparate paths in the literary scene. Feeling overshadowed, one seizes a chance after the other's untimely demise. The stolen manuscript propels her to success, but guilt and the specter of discovery haunt her. Her journey dwells into the moral boundaries she's willing to cross to secure her perceived due.
Yeah. I feel like I didn't want to interrupt because obviously I want to hear the synopsis of Yellowface again, but it's Yellowface. Berries by R.F. Kuang. I made a whole video, which I will link below, about me reading like Disorientation, Yellowface, and I'm Not Done With You Yet, which is what my mic is standing on, but they all have similar vibes to kind of that, and specifically I'm Not Done With You Yet and Yellowface, but obviously I would recognize Yellowface anywhere, one of my also favorite reads of 2023, and my eternal love of R.F. Kuang books, which now everybody in my non-bookish life knows about as well.
2 individuals, deeply connected by their turbulent pasts and love for freedom, traverse sunny California in a customized Land Cruiser. Their modest lifestyle is sustained by cunning and determination, with one skilled in thievery and the other adept at survival. When an opportunity for a lucrative heist arises, one of them vanishes after gaining access to a billionaire's private island. Left alone, the other embarks on a perilous quest to uncover the truth behind the disappearance, only to realize the grave risk involved in the game they've been playing.
Yeah, so it's by Wendy Hurd, and it's Wendy Hurd's, I think, first adult thriller or first adult mystery, because Wendy Hurd has done a lot of other YA thrillers / mysteries. But what is the actual name of the book? I know the cover. The cover is very like pastel-ish, but it's like, I don't think it's You Can Trust Me, because Oh, is it You Can Trust Me? I was good because I just saw the cover for Wendy Hurd's next book, I think, and so I was like, oh yeah, but You Can Trust Me. I know it's a Wendy Hurd book, but I know I wasn't sure if it was the last book or the one before that, the YA one. But anyway, Wendy Hurd is a auto-buy author. I love the mysteries and the thrillers. This one was also an adult one about friendship and also sisterhood that forms from friendship. And I'm pretty sure the audiobook, which I listened to, was read by Natalie Naudus, who I also love all of Natalie Naudus's recordings. And I'm pretty sure that that's another reason why I listened to it on audiobook.
A life filled with noise becomes serene on the water until a distant father reappears, stirring up memories. With a best friend facing teen motherhood and another grappling with climate despair alongside family demands and encroaching wildfires, tranquility eludes her. Amidst this turmoil, a newcomer brings color to her world. But as the past resurfaces amidst the heat, she grapples with a desire for peace against the chaos of life.
I have no idea. I know that I actually, so much of that felt familiar, obviously because I've read it. But at the same time, I can't think of anything that would give me any hints. Like, I can't think of a character or a character name or an author or even a thing. But this one, if I'm not incorrect, was an adult read, which I don't read like a ton of adult stuff. But this one was interesting. But yeah, gotta give up on the title or even the author.
The Quiet and the Loud by Helena Fox.
Not an adult book, is a YA book. I should have remembered The Quiet and the Loud. You know, as soon as you started reading it, it reminded me of Helena Fox's other one, which is also a blue cover. But The Quiet and the Loud, also, I'm pretty sure it takes place in Australia. Because that's also what I was thinking about as well, wildfires and sort of fires. But yeah, The Quiet and the Loud is really good. I thought it was really tender and emotional. From the synopsis alone, I kind of got the vibe that the characters were older, but the characters are YA. The characters are teens. And so I don't know why I thought that this was going to be adult. But yeah, it is that now that you say it.
A 13-year-old girl finds solace in caring for horses rather than navigating the complexities of adolescence. However, when her closest friend discovers romance, she feels the pressure not to be left behind. After a makeover, she attracts the attention online from a boy across town. As their virtual connection deepens, she relishes the newfound popularity it brings. Yet, her world is shattered when she learns of the boy's true intentions. Now, she must decide whether to protect herself or risk her friend's well-being by keeping silent.
That was a roller coaster of a synopsis. I want to say that this is actually like a middle grade book. I think I was, if I'm correct, I think it was a middle grade book, and I also think I did a panel with this author because it was also about like internet safety, um, and just about needing to be more vocal about something like bad necessarily or something traumatic that's happened to you so it doesn't happen to someone else, specifically within your within your own community. But I don't remember the title.
It Happened on Saturday by Sydney Dunlap.
Yes. I knew that it was the middle grade. I knew that it was a debut. I knew that I talked to Sydney. I will link the panel that I did with Sydney. But yeah, it's exactly what I was telling you about. It talks about needing to say that this has happened so that everyone else knows that it's a danger, and also to not have this facade of like, oh, it was really cool and something like that happened. To start having conversations with middle grade readers specifically about internet safety and about safety in general. But yeah, that was one that I should have gotten.
A young woman's dream of studying animation in the United States draws nearer as she's taken off the waitlist at a prestigious university. However, her plans are derailed when her aunt insists on organizing her a traditional debut for the 18th birthday. Complications arise when her father, eager to find her a suitable escort, arranges a series of awkward dates. As she navigates these challenges, she begins to question her father's sudden interest in her love life. Things become even more complicated when she develops feelings for one of her potential suitors, knowing she'll have to leave by the end of the summer.
This one was also really familiar because I remember reading this one and really enjoying the relationship between her and her dad. And also when you are at this moment and you kind of have to grapple with these different versions of what you think your life will be or what you think it's going, specifically also in terms of sort of romance and dreams in general. I think they talk a lot about dreams and family dreams you've had to give up on, but I could not tell you what it is. I do remember that there is a character of color, I think, as the main character for this book. What's the book called?
Chloe and the Kaisho Boys.
Yes.
Coyote.
I was gonna say when I heard the synopsis, I was like, I'm pretty sure it takes place in the Philippines. And I'm pretty sure it does take place. Obviously, editing me will correct this if I'm wrong. But yes, it was that. And it was like this fake dating, but also fake suitoring and also suitors in general. But as the synopsis points out, feeling like you're so set on a certain path and then having to grapple with, well, is this really the right decision? And do I really want to pursue this? And what does it mean also to kind of leave home? There were some scenes at the end that made me cry, so it definitely seemed familiar. But yes, I probably was not going to guess that title. Oh, is it done? Okay. How many did I get right? Yeah, 5. Okay, so that's half, right? 50% is pretty good. I was surprised by some of the ones that I got as well. Yes, I don't have the stats on me because I don't remember them. I can link my yearly Wait. Do I know the stats? I feel like I read in 2023 356 books, mostly because I can remember a title in my head of a YouTube video that I posted where it was like, of the 356 books, and that got a lot of attention. That video got a lot of attention. So I'm pretty sure that's it. So basically, mathematically wise, right, 356 books, and then we did like a small sample of 10, and then I got half right. So that's not bad. It's not passing by any means of the imagination, but it's half. And I should have made like a prediction at the beginning of the video of how many I thought I was going to get right. But honestly, if you had asked me at the beginning how many I thought I would have gotten right, I would have said 0. 0, because that's how confident I felt going into this video. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know how you think you would do on your 2023 reads. Hopefully a little bit better than I did. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.
You can make a prediction now about thinking that you'll get half right.
When I do 2024's wrap up in similar vein to this, my goal will be 5 out of 10. And I still don't think I'll make that for 2024 because if you asked me a book that I read in 2024, I don't know if I could tell you one. I could tell you what I'm reading, but I could not necessarily tell you one that I finished, except that I've been watching an entire list of all the books that need to be reviewed. So I probably could name some of them off of that, but that's only from March.